expectations were that I'm gonna love every minute of it and it's gonna be so romantic and lovely. And now it's just really, really, really cold and I'm hungry. But the first night of a road trip was spent in quite a lot of comfort. So this is the first night in a hotel, and then today we're going to a museum to get a better understanding of Qinghai, and then we are going to a lot of different places in Qinghai, only ones that foreigners can visit though. Not all areas in Qinghai are open to foreign visitors, which is a good thing to know if you're going here yourself. But before we set out into the vast natural scenery where I was allowed, I wanted to get a good introduction to the province that's been my home now for the past 6 years. And so we decided to visit the Qinghai Museum in Xining, the city where we had spent the night. Although the kids quite quickly got bored, I could not stop being fascinated by all the beautiful handicrafts made for hundreds and thousands of years ago. 我觉得以前的人真的太厉害了，能做这么漂亮的东西。这个鞋我觉得特别漂亮，如果有人认识会做这样的鞋，请给我练习，我想拍一下，想记录一下，这个我觉得很有意思。在陕西我看到跟这个很像的，也是一个老人做的，我很想拍。Qinghai is a province rich with minority culture, which makes it extra fascinating. 这一种房子我觉得特别漂亮，是萨拉族的。我希望我们出去自驾，我能看到一个真实的那种房子，不知道他们还在不在。When we felt finished at the museum, we set out, this time for real.
现在我们要去海拔3800多的垃圾山，不是垃圾山啊，是拉人的拉手的拉，鸡是脊梁的鸡，叫垃圾山。你看那边，哇塞，从开车的地方和那个完全不一样。
We're buying vegetables for the evening. 我下去了。那叔叔，你的菜买不买？
买。
买啊，可以了，乖。叔叔来了，卖菜的叔叔来了。哎，我拿一个袋子。
哎呦，你这个干太多着买对不对？
对。
等一下。等一下。蒜油，这么大的吗？嗯。那就买这么大的吧。嗯。然后大白菜。 辣子，红辣椒。
辣子不需要吧？
那是茄子。
哟，买一件啥呀？So we have our vegetables for the night. Now we just need to find a place to sleep somewhere in these mountains.
啊啦啦，没事啊，啦啦，这不多。
So it's actually really hard to decide on a place to stop because we want it to be pretty and we don't want it to be too windy because it's very windy up here. So yeah, it's just hard to decide on a place. We're not really sure where we can drive either because we're not gonna be stopping. We don't want to stay too close to the road, but we've seen a few places where you can just get out on the grasslands over here. So it's so hard because a lot of these are, what to say, fenced off. A lot of this is fenced off, so it's hard to find a place where we can go. I really hope hope it doesn't get dark. But it's already like 5:30, so we need to find a place quite quickly, or it will be way too. 对，什么是这里睡？我们 It's gonna be too cold. Yeah. 那可以。We found a place. We asked if we could stay here, and he said it's fine. So now we're just gonna drive. This is the first proper off-road experience. We now just have this big problem of trying to find an even place to park the car. It's not very easy when you are in a mountain. And it's cold, it's absolutely freezing. We are all dressed up in all we've got, but it's freezing. Absolutely freezing. I'm not gonna be wearing a skirt tomorrow. I've got some outdoor pants too. And we also don't have any water. That's something we forgot. We got 3 bottles of water. We're off to a bit of a rough start. We decided not to cook dinner because it's just too cold and too windy. It's just too cold and too windy, and we're just gonna have snacks for dinner. 老哥，你之前有什么感觉？
我们在瞎折腾，这晚上会冷凉。风这么大，没想到风这么大。
风太大了，大得很。
哦，这个风大，风吹得睡都睡不着。家，这能睡啥？去酒店吧。
Well, good night. It's cold and windy, but the view is really nice. But it's now snowing outside too, so it's snowing and the wind is really strong, and I hope we survive this night. The night was freezing, and we honestly had a lot of talks and thoughts about just never camping again. It was so cold. Ska jag komma ut? Okej. Okay.
有太阳的话，这个是一点都不冷的。
Man kan ta upp bilen men den kan inte. Det är jättehårt.
Now we woke up, it's so lovely to wake up in a place like this. It's not so windy today, and it's sunny, and the sky is blue. And I'm gonna make breakfast for the first time outside. Well, the first time this trip. I haven't decided if I'm gonna make potatoes or porridge. We'll see.
在户外的第一顿饭。
Har vi gått Leanne? Now we're just waiting for Yonghong to get back in the car, and then we are off to our next stop. It's a city called Yonghong. It's quite a small city. We're gonna get water there, we're gonna have lunch there, gonna get maybe some other supplies like warm socks, and then we are off to our next adventure, which will be a really beautiful lake.